Hi. Hope this actually is recording, but oh, it is. Okay. Um, I hope the audio is working. Anyway, I'm here today. I am. A couple weeks ago, I made a video where I talked about my love, not my love, my confusion about the Grammy nominations, and I really liked sitting here and just talking to a camera, into a microphone, feeling like I have my own podcast, getting 128 views but no one watching more than 2 minutes of the video. It's honestly like it's just like a beautiful thing for myself. So I just wanted to talk again, and today I'm going to talk about I love Audrey Hobert. I love Audrey Hobert, and like I just like need to like talk about it so much. Like I like it's just like so just like wow. Like I wrote down why I love Audrey Hobert on this paper. We have a map. And I want to go through some main points. I want to talk about some specific songs. And yeah, I'm going to try to keep this relatively short because have um I have plans to make dinner and then um watch I Love LA with a friend, which I can make a video where I love that show too. But let's talk about Audrey Hobart. I just love Audrey Hobart's music so much. I didn't know how when Audrey Hobart. I knew of Audrey Hobart because of Grace Abrams. Because she wrote "That's So True." Um, as someone who wants to be like a behind the scenes songwriter who is also their own artist, I think that's like my kind of like my dream life in a sense. Audrey Hobart was kind of on my map, which is why like when Sumi started like to roll out, I was like there. Um, because I was like, oh, she wrote That's So True, and she wrote a lot of the Gracie Abrams songs that I personally like. I'm very neutral on Gracie Abrams. I had a big Gracie Abrams phase when Good Riddance came out, and I still think that is probably her best album. And then, I like some stuff here and there. But I, yeah. But I really loved That's So True when it first came out. I think it's been a little overplayed for me, but I do really like that song. And I think it became so big for a reason, and it's because of its like wit and its personality. And I think obviously some of that is Gracie, but I think some of that comes from Audrey's songwriting. And so when she started to roll out some music, I was like, wait, like let's. And then Sumi was teased. I was like, wait, shit, like I'm really into this. So and maybe it's her story. It's her story from there. Um, I just love everything about her. But I need to actually explain why. Okay. First, I'm talking about her wit and her humor. I think that's honestly like the main thing that like sets her apart is just like her wit. I'm a big fan of artists who are just like kind of silly. Not always, like, and you have to do it in the right way. You have to actually have personality. It has to actually be real. Like, let me like talk about how like I can talk about how like Sombers. I think his like humor and his like silliness is like not real. Like that's not like actually him. Like, but it's not authentic to who he is. He's just like doing it to like trying to be like the silly white boy music that like that kind of have like that like role model type of gig. And I feel like kind of role model kind of like really was one of the first people to really go for it. I think Audrey Hobart's brother Malcolm Todd also is like authentically like that, even if I don't love his music as much. But like I just like Songbirds, like his gig, I just don't get it. It's like there's like a while when like the white male artists were trying to be like very like broody and like and just like emo and like mysterious and like kind of like I was thinking of somebody. But and like I feel like if it was like years ago, like Somber would have been trying to be that. And now because of how successful role model has been, from being just like silly and like quirky, like it's become a thing now. But women have just been being funny and fun for a really long time. I know it's really hard to believe that. I'd say one of the earliest example is one of my goats, Joni Mitchell. I think she was one of the first artists to really include a lot of like humor in her songs and be very outspoken, very like herself. From I think a very young age, Joni Mitchell knew who she was. Like she knew she was like a goat. Like she knew she was really good, and so she kind of felt like she could just like speak how she wanted to, and she always did like her entire career. Like she very openly like did not like Bob Dylan, and that made her a legend in the fact that she was so honest in her songwriting, and like really nobody was. That can also be another video. um but and she would even get like a little silly in her songs, and in terms of like her lyrics, and like have include some of her humor in there, not to like a crazy extent. And then we can trace it to, I would say there's definitely people in between, but say like Avril, not wait, Alanis Morissette. Definitely. I was just listening to Jagged Little Pill today, and like she has that like humor and that wit to it. And then you can even trace it to Katy Perry's first album, which that is another video talking about Katy Perry's career. Oh my god. Katy Perry's next album, the first album, One of the Boys. Um and then there's like stuff in between definitely, but like in just like in what I listen to timeline, you go straight to Guts by Olivia Rodrigo and that kind of wit. And then you go to Audrey Hobert. And Audrey Hobert is just a great example. Like she is just herself. She's weird, she's quirky, she's hilarious, and she knows that, and she knows her brand really well, which is why I think people love her so much. And I think she's like, and she's funny and witty in a different way than like Sabrina Carpenter is, and I love Sabrina Carpenter. Don't get me wrong. But like Sabrina Carpenter is like witty and funny in like a different way. I like in a more like a cheeky way. I don't know how to explain it. And Audrey Hobart is just like, she's just like, I'm just fucking weird and amazing. Um, and I love that. I love that. Um, and yeah, so I will talk more about her wit when I talk about individual songs, but I just because I feel like you need individual songs to like give examples, but I want to go to the different. I want to talk about her. She has a really good like pop knowledge, like really good idea of how to make a good pop song. Like she just has it. Like she knows a good structure for songs. She knows how to make really sharp melodies and how to make the lyrics really stick out to you. Um and it's just like, and how to make something really catchy without it being annoying. She just has a really good, I feel like she's like really refined of like how to make a pop song. Like she really just like knows. And I think that's like why she made such a good songwriter for other people. She still does, and why she's such a good songwriter for herself, because she just knows how to make a good pop song. That's so true. Like, is a great song, but it's also a really good structurally pop song that gets you in your ears. Um, gets it's an earworm. And she also just has great hooks. She has great hooks. Like she has certain songs that I think like Sumi, which I'm about to talk about for a while, I think is just hook after hook after hook, and I think that's like really how you make a hit in this life. Anyway, let's talk about Sumi. I have a lot of things to say about Sumi. I love the entire Who's the Clown album, but Sumi is probably one of my songs of the year. And let me just say, I think this is the perfect lead single for her. I think it showcases her personality so amazing. It is hell of a catchy tune, and it's just great. It's just a fucking great song, and like I think anyone can really love it. It honestly kind of floors me that it isn't a bigger hit. Like I genuinely was like ready for this song to be charting, and I think it should have. I think this song should have been That's So True level popularity, and it's fine that it wasn't. And like it should have been though. It should have been. Earworm, I'm reading off my bullet points. Earworm, without being annoying, I know I just mentioned this, but a chorus like Sue me, I wanna be, Sue me, I wanna be, Sue me, I wanna be wanted, could be so annoying, but it isn't. And she just like, I don't even know how she did it, because as a songwriter myself, I think, I don't know if I would have ever written that chorus. I would have been like, this needs something more than just like, Sue me, I wanna be wanted. But she has like intuition. I don't know. I think she just has really good pop intuition, and she just knew like girl, like this is the shit. I think this song should be played in stadiums. I think it's an anthem. Like I want Audrey Hobert to be opening on a stadium tour. I want her to open. I don't think Olivia Rodrigo's next tour is gonna be a stadium tour, but or just like a big tour. I don't need a stadium tour. I just want her to be opening on a big tour. I think she should open for Olivia Rodrigo. But she's more likely to open for Gracie Abrams. If she hasn't already, has she opened for Gracie Abrams? I don't know, but I want her to open for Olivia Rodrigo. Very badly. Um, and yeah, she's one of her. Let me put this here so I don't have to look down. I think one of the most amazing things about her is just how relatable she is. Like, she seems like a normal person. And I think that's really interesting about the fact that she's so relatable is that she's a nepo. She's a nepo, and I think some nepos like struggle to be relatable because they are nepos, because they they come from like wealthier families, and they already live in like California, and like they get jobs easier and record deals easier. Like, it's and you meet friends like Gracie Abrams, which being friends with Gracie Abrams, like, you can't say it doesn't help her, but it's I also love that she isn't like afraid to admit that she's a nepo baby, um and that's just like a personality thing, I think. But I am happy with a nepo baby if they're good. If they're good. Like, the only like times I'm upset when someone is a nepo baby is when I don't think they're really good. Like Somber. I don't know why I keep beefing with Somber within this video, but like I just like I don't, and when they're not real about it, and that's the other thing they don't. It's like Somber like kind of marks herself like, oh, a kid who grew up in the city and like built his career from the ground up. Like, they're not real about it. Like, Audrey Hobert is very real about like her life trajectory, how she, like was she like in like an episode of The Middle or something? Like, her father worked on the show sets, and then father ended up, oh, I'm gonna burp again. Writing on The Loud House, and she ended up writing on The Loud House because she was a screenwriter. Stuff like that, like she's very real about where her career has led her, and how just things have just like kind of happened, and a lot of things kind of have just like lined up for her perfectly. But things can line up for you perfectly, and you can not be good and you not get the success. The thing is, the reason why things lined up for her really well and that she's so successful is because she's actually good and she actually cares about her art, and that's why I'm completely fine for being a nepo. But so she's somehow so relatable, and it's just because she's so real, like in her lyrics, and it's just like yeah, like you're just like fucking yeah. And the other thing about it being an anthem is like it just like this. There's no song this year, I think, besides maybe What Was That by Lord, that makes me want to turn it all the way up and blast it more than this song. There's something about the beat, and there's something about just everything, her delivery, and just everything that makes you just want to like scream it. It's just perfect. It's just perfect. Let's talk about some of my favorite lyrics. I think this song is maybe the best showcase of her humor, which is also why I think it's a perfect lead single. Just Me, or Does He Look Amazing, all in his Amazon Basics. Yep. Just Me, or Does He Look Amazing, all in his Amazon Basics. Like that, it's just like a bar in my mind, like, and it's just like so, like, just like yeah. And then, Sorry That Your Dog Died, Sorry That I'm Like Your Dream Bride. What a bar. And then, I See You in the Best Buy, I know that you think, that I think you're the best guy. And the thing is that the rhyme scheme is so simple in those lines, And it works so well because there's just so much personality in it. A very simple rhyme scheme can get very derivative and annoying if it's like, just like, I saw you in at the high tide and your eyes were open wide and you took me to the side and we jumped like Bonnie and Clyde. Like it can get like just like very derivative, but like when it has personality like that, it's like you're just like fuck yeah. Like you're just like hell yeah. I don't know. I just like love Sumi and I just like I could talk about it forever, but I'm not going to. I just want to talk about Drive, the song directly after Sumi, which I think also the album track listing is amazing. And this is a side note of it, so don't forget it. I love how she didn't start with like single EP. She's went straight in for the album. I love that. I love that, and I think that helped her be successful a lot. And I think just like having a full body of work at first just like made it so much better. And it's just like it's just like yeah, like how like fuck yeah. Drive is another song that's very relatable. I listened to this song a lot in my first 2 weeks of college, because I was just like every like if you I feel like your first like 2 weeks in college is like very up and down. It's very like sometimes you're just like experiencing like extreme joy, and then sometimes you're like, oh my god, I literally want to kill myself. Like and that's how like college just like feels. I think for a lot of people, and it did for me, and just like it just like spoke to me how it like starts with like another disappointing night. Don't even want to see it in a nice light. What's a girl to do but play it cool? But I'm playing it cool and it got me nowhere. That's the problem. Hit, and that is such a sharp melody. Like it's so sharp and just like it just like that's an earworm. That's a motif. Sorry. But like that's another disappointing night. Don't even want to see it in a nice light. What's a girl to do but play it cool? And I'm playing it cool and got me nowhere. That's the problem. Hit the button. That's a lie. But I'm fine. I'll just put it in. I feel like that guy like on TikTok who like rips off his glasses and like throw them. That's how I fucking feel when I listen to that song. It's just like so sharp. I also love how this song and a lot of the songs on the album have very simple production, but it's very effective in what they do. Like Drive is mostly just like bass and just like drums and just like it's just good. It's just like and the little like cute little synths, like it's just like really good. And it reminds me a little bit of Pure Heroine, not in the like it does. I don't think the album is produced a lot like Pure Heroine, but it reminds me a lot about how like the production is very simple, but it's so effective, and it highlights her personality and her lyrics and stuff like that. And oh yeah, feels like a journal. I can't read my own handwriting. Yeah, I feel like her songs feel like you're having a conversation with her, or that she's journaling, and I think that just is great. I think that's like it's just great. I'll talk about Bowling Alley for a second. I what I love about this song, I think this song should have been bigger too. What I love about this song is that um like it's just such a simple concept, and she made it into like this like great song. Like it's like just being about a bowling alley party that you forgot about. Like hell yeah, like just like because it's just such a simple concept. Like you just like oh like someone got invited to a bowling alley party. Like I don't even know if I want to go or if I just want to like lay in bed and like work sucked and like shit sucked, and you're just like yeah, and it's just like so relatable. Like it's like wow, like I can't believe like you're a nepo. And that's perfect. I'm glad she's a nepo, because if she wasn't a nepo, she may not be able to get these opportunities, and she deserves them. Sex in the City and Phoebe, I think, are amazing references, and I think it's going to it enhances people. I love Sex in the City and I love Friends. Um, like, and I'm just like, and I think she like encaptures it. Um, so much. I think my only thing about Sex and the City that like this is like a pet peeve of mine is that she says like if this was Sex and the City he would have already called me, and I'm like no he wouldn't have. But like it's for the sake of the song story, so I don't actually care. But it's like a weird pet peeve to me. It's like how like 4 minutes by Madonna is 4 minutes and 5 seconds instead of being like actually 4 minutes. Sorry. Um, I think also think Phoebe is like a masterful song. It's one of my favorite songs on the album. It's just like in that chorus and just like in how honest it is. It's just so good. Like I went to New York, and like she knows how to start a song. She knows how to end a song. And also that pre-chorus like, and it's okay cause my life is so exciting every night's a party finally bit the bullet I finally watching Friends and it is all alone and yeah, yeah, fuck yeah. Shooting Star, I think Shooting Star should have been one of the singles, even if it was just like a promo single. Like I think she should have done Sue Me, Bowling Alley, Shooting Star instead of Wet Hair, despite my love for Wet Hair. But I also understand because Wet Hair kind of showed a different side of her. Like every song showed a different side of her. I think Shooting Star like could have just been a hit. I think it's just like when I took in the club and I wanna be felt up. Like just like it just like hits you like when she goes 1, 2, 3, bitch. It's just like it just hits you like oh my god. And finally, I'll talk about Silver Jubilee. What a perfect way to end her album. And it's just like I love that she ended her album in this like big explosive moment because like a lot of the album, especially like the first like the songs leading up to Silver Jubilee, like the past like the first like 4 songs with like Phoebe and stuff like that. Or much more like acoustic guitar bass and Silver Jubilee, she's like just goes fucking crazy and it just feels like euphoric and it's just like I think about it like every time I have a sip of alcohol, it's like I'll put my drink up. I'm like yes, like I think she just like feels it. Like I feel like isn't there like there's like this like Kim Petras tweet where she's like I'm so drunk I love you Audrey Hobert or like it's just like I like just like yeah like it's just like, she's just like a pop like genius in my mind and like I'm just like wow. I'm just like absolutely like wow, like it's like what a way to end an album, like what a way to end your debut album of fucking Silver Jubilee. It's just like I think she's perfect. I think she's great. I really wish I was seeing her on tour. I kind of can't. I was going to try to get. She played in New York so many times and I just didn't get tickets like any time. She's playing in December, but like I can't really get there. I also tickets are probably like $400 now, but it's okay. One day I will see you, Audrey Hobert. One day you will see me. You will see me. You will see me now. I'm gonna be screaming every lyric. But anyway, that concludes the fact that Audrey Hobert is the future. Like, I think she's the future, and I think the interesting thing right now she's doing like relatively basic like pop melodies and shit like that, but like it's so sharp that like the second and it's so amazing right now. The second she starts doing something like more experimental and shit like that, time is going to stop. And I think she's only destined for more greatness, and I hope she only gets more love, and I hope she's allowed to do whatever the fuck she wants. Anyway, Audrey Hopper, I love you. Thank you.